Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between, and welcome back to part 15 of Lord of the Rings Online. So, when last we left off, we got a number of quests to explore in the Barrow Downs, which is where we're heading next. Out of the old forest, surely, but into the Barrow Downs isn't much better, so out of the frying pan and into the fire, it seems. But hopefully we'll fare better than Frodo and the hobbits. Now, most of these quests are just kill a certain type of enemy and all that, so I will finish up all of that and come back to you in a minute. Oh, where are you, Prince? I've only come to help you.
Gracious me! Oh, I need your help.
I came here to find the lost prince like Mr. Butterbur talks about in his stories. I was going to find him, and then be with him forever and be his princess, but he wasn't here to be found. There's just all these skeletons and bones and walking dead. It isn't nice to go misleading young hobbits like that. When you are ready to go, could you help me get back to Bree? I couldn't leave before, but now with a strong warrior like you here, I'm sure you can get me home safely. Oh, and I've lost my cloak. I simply must find it, or Dad will yell at me something terrible. Okay, we can help you out. Oh, wait. You can't go running off in places like this. But we'll lead you to the edge, to Bree. No, the cloak's not here either. Nope, not here either. At least she's helping us get our Slayer quest numbers up. Wait, this seems familiar. We're gonna have to fight a boss here. Another place they've done exceptionally well is the Barrow Downs. It's so eerie and so cool. Almost as good as the old forest. So hats off to the devs again for that. Something is amiss here. Oh, I knew it. I think we're getting very close. Let's be more careful here. Well, I mean, you're the one that ran off into the old barrows, not me. Yeah, this place looks entirely safe. I've still got, oh nice, 2 left, which will do me for my Slayer deed as well. Come on, Lalia. I'm gonna fight these while she's walking away. 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. Right, she's getting attacked. Nice, there's a deed done as well. White's there. And now that I've got my cloak, let's get out of here. I think this is the way out. Oh, now she's running. It's so foggy, I hope I'm not lost. Pretty sure it's over those hills. Oh no. You're okay now. Let's get you out of here. I'm sure you can go up that hill. No, we're going in. As I said, at least we're getting some Arslayer deed quests. Sort a little bit more. Well, she leads us into every evil possible. Oh, there's a white prince. You sure you don't want him? He looks kind of nice. Sure, that's the way over there. Through that gap. Here's the entrance. We are almost there. The Northern Barrows Pass. Hope you've learned your lesson, young hobbit. We are here, thank you. He's gone back. I'm gonna run home. Please give my cloak to my pa, Bob. Give him my cloak so he knows I'm safe. Safe home, little one. We've got another quest, Unfortunate Traveller. The body is cold to the touch, but the wounds appear fresh. Though the lack of blood surrounding the man's body is disturbing, in his hand the man clutches a note. His position and a trail of disturbed earth makes it appear that he travelled through this point. The note is chewed and crumpled, and the only legible words are between the old forest and the northern Barrow Downs. Send help. We'll bring back to note one of the expedition. I forgot to read actually, I've got a note in my inventory about the old forest. Oh, here's one. A request for aid. Ballyman, the situation with my daughter was worse than expected. Our expedition is sundered and we have found safety on the edge of the old forest. We need help from the watchers. Please send Bob. And it's read the old forest guide. I'm something of an expert on the old forest, having walked there since I was very young. I hope this small guide, work in progress though it is, will be helpful for those who wish to enjoy a nice stroll in the forest during the summer months. I hope to get it published when it is done, but for now consider it a personal tour. The Bonfire Glade. The Bonfire Glade is right near the entrance. You just come through the tunnel under the hedge and then head east till you get there. There are two fairly clear paths at the eastern and southern edges of the cleared space. If you head south, the trees get close on the left, so take the right path and follow it. follow it around to the east to Little Bald Hill. Keep moving east till it slopes upwards as you go, and ignore any side paths. You'll reach Bald Hill. Bald Hill. I like to sit underneath the only tree on its crown on sunny days. There's a good breeze up there above the canopy. Be careful if you want to go back to the bonfire glade from here. Two paths lead westward, the one you probably came from and another one that's more northerly. I don't usually go up that way since there was once a wolf up there I saw, and it gave me a fright. The path south of Bald Hill will take you down to the willows. Old Muddyfoot's Hill. Now don't ask me who Old Muddyfoot was, because that I don't know. This isn't so much a hill as it is a big rock sitting in a clearing. It's a good landmark if you've gotten lost, though since you can usually hear the toads away in the marsh to the south, the bonfire glade and Bald Hill are usually northwest and northeast respectively. But the path shifts sometimes, and it's sometimes hard to find a trail, especially around dusk. Bullfrog Hollow. This area is just south of Old Muddyfoot's Hill. Be careful where you step here, since the mud can get a good grip on your feet. I've squelched back home on many summer days tracking muddy prints through the whole forest. Come to think of it, thus, it's probably where Old Muddyfoot got his name. Whoever he was, if you can work your way east and north along the Withy Windle, from here you'll find a cottage, but you're probably better off avoiding it. The man who lives there isn't very friendly. If you keep bearing northerly, you'll eventually be able to go to the west to the bonfire glade or east to Bald Hill. I can't tell if he's talking about Tom Bombadil there or if he's mentioning the abandoned cottage where the hobbit killed that man. Cottage. Stillwell isn't very nice. Oh yeah, it's him. Won't even nod if he sees you passing. I don't think he likes hobbits. I try not to walk too near his cottage, which suits us both fine, I think. It's right on the river, so if you see his cook fire, you can find another path. Be careful if avoiding Stillwell brings you up to the slopes northwest of his cottage. The trees up there seem distrustful of outsiders. And I haven't managed to find any paths back to the familiar places in that direction. Shade Pool. I've only found this shady pool once, and the trees seem to be in different places now. It was east and south of Stillwell's cottage, I think, at the bottom of a sloping hill, but the trees have shifted and you can't go that way as easily anymore. I think if you cross the Withy Windle south of the cottage, and keep your eyes peeled for a path heading east, you can work your way east and eventually north. If the trees cooperate and make sense into my direction is and my sense of direction is working, sorry. Two things that are unsure inside the forest. You should be able to... Oh, Lalia's back there. That shouldn't be the case. You should be able to hook a left immediately after hitting an opening space and work your way west to the shady pool. The dale was very foggy, but it was a pretty place. Old Man Willow. If you follow the Withy Windle east, you'll eventually come to a pleasant shore dominated by a truly gigantic willow. This is Old Man Willow, who they call the King of the Forest. Tales say he doesn't care for people who walk on legs, but I've never heard he had any problems with him, so I suppose those are just old wives' tales. Still, it's a nice place for fishing if the bugs don't come out. And in Tom Bombadil's house. Away to the east side of the forest, old Tom Bombadil has lived in the forest with his wife Goldberry since time out of mind. There's some tall tales about old Tom. And I have to say, he makes me feel kind of young and small when he talks to me. The one thing to be sure of is that one thing you can be sure of with Tom Bombadil is that there's no harm in him and nothing for any hobbit to fear in his company. There's another quest here actually. The Wandering Shade. All was silent. Now the sound of steel rings from battle past. Long beyond the laying of bones, stirred by evil passage, my brother walks again. so too our foes. Duty bound we stand as one, lost as he may be. A lord he rose and solemn, buried me. My shield calls to my arm, my ring calls to my hand. My sight departed as my life, our oaths bind us still, and protect and serve this land. I'm beginning to wonder if we'll ever get out of this barrow. That was quick and easy. Hail my hand now to his arm, lost too. Sundered and shattered, metal and bone, life bled onto the ground. In shade of stone, a south-facing wall wherein the earth slept once the dead. On cold hallowed ground where dead lay asleep, woke they to greet our treasured claim. There by our honoured, sleeping and gone, my brother bid me farewell. Now the dead rise, staring the earth, now cursed from where I fell. Our cursed recalled, we shall walk until the dead are quelled. Ah, now here's Andrast, the Crebine and their master. Fool, did you think that my pets would not learn that the ring now travels east in the hands of a hobbit called Baggins? You have failed utterly. When the Master of the Nine returns, and you shall learn of this and your untimely demise. No, my beautiful birds, you shall die for this. And we defeated Andrast. Now it collects the lore fragments. In the Barrow of Oran. Still I linger, one foe remains. In the south he rose from an earthen grave, once flesh and whole, now bones depraved, by spirits seeking a home. A man of bone stepped neath Cardolan stone, rising once struck low by oath brothers, now sundered twain. Brothers curse return again, to face this foe from whom they stole, for deeds most noble intent. Whilst evil walks, so too will we. Seek you here beyond the borders, south toward Stone, the land of Cardolan, his bones there still roam. And this should be our last quest of the Barrows. We've got to travel quite a way through here to get to the Bone Man. Hopefully we won't find any more quests, because I can't resist not doing them. I'll also give a tour of my house at some point. I'm still kind of building it up. It needs a lot of furniture and stuff, even though it's still quite small. So once I do that, I'll be sure to show you guys. There's the Bone Man. The Bjorning's healing is amazing, it's so handy. now they're all free. So I shall turn to the Wandering Shade and see you all there. I just want to say, the Wandering Shade earns his name. He is bloody wandering. It took me about 10 minutes to try and find where he was. Now what looks good here, I wonder? Oh yeah, definitely get the guards. Hear you this, brother. Hear your absolution. Rest now, brother. Rest as we were, as we shall be. Duty done again, to rest at last I yearn. Too many brothers wandering by night, as spirit laws brings naught but fright. Provide this ring, show him it is done, then we rest neath moon and sun. And that's it. We head back to Bree, but as the last of the quests in the Barrow Downs. So I will see you all at the Lost Travelling Company on the edge of the Old Forest. Now thankfully you return back at the end of that long quest.
Greetings.
You have our thanks. When we make ready to move out of this accursed place, we will need as much of the area clear as possible. These folks are not as used to travelling as those of us who spend our lives on the road. We shall need every advantage we have available to prevent the loss of more lives.
Would you do something for me?
Oh no, there's more quests. Our forces were split when we entered the Barrow Downs, and we were set upon by wights, barguests, and all other manner of fell creature here. Some followed myself, while the others headed south. There's a place where the hill rises and separates the southern Barrow Downs from the northern Barrow Downs. It is called Dead Man's Perch, and I pray that the name does not hold true. If overlooks southern Bree, and is a flat area that we have oft camped at. If necessary, I pray you find the others there. Okay, we're not out of the Barrow Downs as I expected just yet.
Good day.
Oh, this is a relief. It seems I know my daughter well. She actually had gone after that last prince of hers. Oh well, maybe she's learned her lesson and won't be so foolish in the future. I know I will certainly never come here again. I do hope I can survive her tweens. Maybe then she'll get some hobbit sense. Maybe. We got ourselves a new cloak to wear.
How do you do?
Hey, you came here instead of seeking Barleyman and the Watchers. Oh, this is a fine mess. I'll forgive Barleyman soon for the tale he spun from my Lalia. If you have arrived to assist us, and I'm pleased to see you, just concerned that you mightn't be capable to lead us out of this terrible place. I think I've done more than enough.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, I'm relieved you have returned. I was worried I'd sent you to your death. Now let me look at the lore fragments you have brought back. These parchments are troubling. They appear to be written by men of Cardolan. They speak of the kingdom falling into ruin, and those that remain falling victim to a great plague. But that is all. This doesn't answer, though, why such fell creatures came to the Barrow Downs. I fear these fragments have only yielded more questions and few answers.
How can I be of service?
What? Fell creatures attacked you as you tried to gather these stones? I had not seen them. The guides kept us well shielded from whatever it was that was attacking them. I am glad that you fared so well, friend. Well, these ruins reveal nothing new. Each stone gives you a bit of an account of the man who was buried here. There's nothing to reveal why these terrible creatures have taken up in those barrows. This is quite a mystery.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
It seems that this may not be the first time that such terror has plagued these lands. The bits of parchment you recovered lead me to believe that two brothers fought to recover a great treasure of Cardolan, and brought it here to the northern Barrow Downs. The lore fragments you brought me mention a fortress named Osgorthad. The men of Cardolan took many of those who fell sick to the plague there. The ruins of that fortress still stand today in the south. It is from here that the terror arose and cursed the brothers for their theft. If you are willing, you may seek the treasures or history of that treasure at the northern Barrow, not far from here in the east. Perhaps you can learn more about these men and how to stave this evil from spreading beyond the bounds of the Barrow Downs. I've seen that chest many times.
How can I be of service?
Well done, you have helped us greatly, friend. Perhaps you could do a little more for us. There's always a little more.
What do you need?
Yes, I heard the howls turn to barks and whimpers. You've done well. We will enjoy the respite your actions have earned us. And so our journey into the Barrow Downs is not yet finished, but I'm going to leave it there for this episode, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if you can, please consider leaving a like for the channel and subscribing to join me on this journey across Middle-earth, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and have a good day.